Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Kevin Plays Quest for Glory 4. Last episode, we were imported into Mordavia. We found the town, did a little bit of looking around, came to the inn. What time is it? It's probably sunset. Yep, sunset on day one. We already talked to the innkeeper. Let's go ahead and talk to these guys. Ask about names.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except when we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
So who's sitting at this table? Jack Nicholson and Rodney Dangerfield?
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Huh. There are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of. The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, maybe introduce myself.
You say you are a hero.
Oh, okay, we already did that last time. Okay, we won't tell how we got here. Is it different if I click on different people? Probably not.
Rumors.
Huh.
Unless you count the...
Horse.
Okay, enough. Say goodbye.
The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the evening.
Okay, it's not evening yet.
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast.
Breakfast?
It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice. It's the tray that the innkeeper's wife...
Okay.
You're in the Hotel Mordavia. It's your basic...
Let's go outside. Maybe it is morning. Sun rises from west to east then, or what? Because, oh! I guess that's weird. Okay. Yeah, because I guess the sun goes this way instead of this way. It's day one. Okay, that's weird. Before, the colors were weird. Alright, I thought it was like sunset. Oh, okay, I don't know. Or did Katrina say that it was night when we got transported, so I guess it's day. Okay, cool deal. So it's still day 1, right? Yes, alright. Let's go this way. Let's see what this way is.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point. This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you. It is a thoroughly uninteresting wall. Sort of a wallflower. This weather-beaten boarded-up door once sported a painted sign, but you can no longer read it. There is a small, grimy window set high in the wall. There is a small, grimy window set high. From the hump on his back to his twisted body, this is either the Hunchback of Notre Dame, a mad scientist lab assistant, a gravedigger, or an Elvis impersonator.
Oh.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work. You introduce yourself to the gravedigger.
Me, Igor!
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Town Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there again. Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things. Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Alright, so I believe this is the Adventurers Guild here. Gotta use our keys.
Lock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you. You've always heard that Adventurers Guild members are the pillars of society. Well, this is one of the pillars of the Adventurers Guild. This place appears to have been an Adventurers Guild Hall at one time. Evidently, there are no more adventurers left in Mordavia. The hall is badly in need of maintenance. It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall. This is either some sort of diabolical device or an exercise machine. Come to think of it, exercise machines are diabolical devices. Some round metal weights lie neatly stacked on the floor. I better hope Dr. Cranium doesn't see them. He'd probably invent the cannon and upset the balance of power. There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero Magazine's Golden Guild Guide to Moldavia, Flora, Fauna, and Folklore. Which book do you want to read? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Moldavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders.
Bless you, baby.
The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necritor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box? The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online." Jeez, how cheesy can you get? The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire, using alternate flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips which will improve your spellcasting. This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul. You read through the book on spell-casting techniques again. It hasn't changed. Hey, this isn't a lending library. Nice try, but the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way. This desk holds the adventurer's logbook, a quill pen, and an inkwell. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now. You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Moldavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotyr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotyr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotyr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotyr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotyr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotyr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotyr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Yeah, so Arena was involved with banishing the Dark One, I guess, in that cave where we came in. Let's try opening the desk.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
Uh-huh. Alright, enough already.
A finely crafted sword rests within this case, but there doesn't seem to be a door or any way to open the case. A plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency."
Yeah, we don't need a sword.
A portrait of an adventurer long gone hangs on the wall here. A small plaque at the base reads, "Piotyr, Paladin." The painting shows a proud-looking adventurer standing on an obviously defeated dragon. It might have had more impact if the dragon wasn't just as obviously winking. The plaque says, "Wish you were here in Silmeria, Dunstan."
Right, and Silmeria is where the next game takes place. Let me see. This one?
The painting shows a proud-looking
Oh,
adventurer.
yeah, we already looked at that.
There is an empty picture frame above the bookshelf. Either somebody thought the wall itself was a piece of art, or a thief has been at work here. There is a set of coat hooks in one corner. You never knew adventurers were expected to be that neat. There is a large crack in the ceiling. The upstairs neighbors must have had a pretty wild party. Just then you remember that you are upstairs. Must have been someone out for a moonlight stroll on the roof then. A large ring is securely attached to the ceiling.
Okay, let's see what else we have here.
This desk holds the adventurer's logbook, a quill pen, and then there's Talk Fool. Any more weight might strain your muscles. Try working with the weights you already have in the baskets. Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
So you can go here. We can rest. Do a 60.
After some rest, you feel better.
Alright.
There is a quill. There is a quill. The frame is concealing a secret passage, but you can't see any way to open it from here. Trying to be a social...
Well, let's see.
This place appears...
Let's see. Rope and grapple here for the thief anyway. And since I'm a magic user, I don't have that. And there's little thief marks around here that I'm supposed to be able to see. But
This desk holds...
Yeah, I think if you're a thief, it'll say something like salmon thief mark or something, and it'll give you a clue on where to look next. Yep. Okay, so we can't go into the... Well, I won't ruin it, but... So I don't think we're going to be able to use much thieving skills in this game, which is fine. Alright, so we'll just leave. Alright, let's do something stupid. Save. We'll do Merlin. And we'll also do... what's that? What is that? The Monastery? Monastery. I probably spelled it wrong. Okay. Let's go ahead straight to the door. See what happens. Oh, no.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Ah. Ooh, I could try picking the lock. Try to listen to that door. Uh-oh.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
That octopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door. Yeah, it's just like DoorDash or Uber Eats. Okay, let's restore. Alright. Alright. So what you do with that guy is you feed it some garlic.
That didn't do anything useful.
What? Maybe I'm thinking of the
That
wrong
didn't
thing.
do it.
Okay, here's what you do. Oh, let's try something else.
Bad place.
Let's try picking the lock. Ooh.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
Alright, we'll do this. Since,
There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
okay.
There is an indentation.
Yes. Alright. Let's go to our inventory. We got our little, I don't know, hexapod symbol here, which we took from that arch out just outside the cave. Let's see if that'll work. No!
Bad place. Very...
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly. This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving. This is a fairly attractive, in a Baroque way, display cabinet with a glass door. This is a fairly You strike a mighty hammer blow at the glass case. It just sort of looks at you through its glass eye. You need to either build up your strength or try another approach. You strike a mighty can't open that.
Oh, okay.
You can't that? It's a six-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, you might call it a hexapus. This is an antique brass log holder. There doesn't seem to be anything special about this one. There are some small scratches on the stone underneath this brass log holder.
Okay. Let's do something stupid. We'll say this is Merlin. Oh, wait.
Be careful what you touch.
Wait.
There's something dark in the alcove. Could it be at last the fabled blackbird for which so many have been searching?
Right, the blackbird from Quest for Glory 2. I don't think I make... Oh, well, maybe I can use fetch. This is usually like a thief thing where the thief will climb up and grab it. Well, let's see if I can use the fetch spell. I think that's this. No? That one, yep.
Your fetch spell neatly snags the blackbird, saving you a dangerous balancing act on the ledge. You carefully put the Falcon statue away in your pack.
Brings back memories of your wonderful vacation in Razier. Hey, wasn't there one in Spielberg too? And one in the Bazaar at Tarnia? Too bad this is just a cheap plaster imitation. Where, you wonder, is the real Blackbird? It might be in Samaria in the next Quest for Glory game. Alright. Save as Merlin. Now we're gonna do this.
That's funny. The strange six-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
Oh, do it again. It won't harm us. Hexapod had a hunch that hapless hero was his lunch. Since you brought no better fare, he chose to eat you then and there. Alright. Store. This one. We give garlic.
Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself in the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now. There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
Yay! Alright. We will save. Save early, save often. Alright.
The huge barrel is labeled Cask of Amontillado. This must be the fabled spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its contents. You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up. you got a headache. Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet.
Yes. Holy
A
moly.
scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has the symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Cool.
You see a small statue that matches the description that the chief thief gave you.
I haven't even... Okay. Little bug there. I haven't even talked to the chief thief. Uh-oh.
You feel a funny tingling sensation, then a slimy one, as you reach out to touch the statue. This is not good.
I turned into a slug. Well, you have to admit that becoming a giant banana slug is one of the situations in your medical career. It's also the last as you choke on your own slime. Alrighty. Restore. Alright.
You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters.
Right. So what is that? Oh, Woozle. Which is, spoiler, is the name of the Dark One. Here we go. Let's do this.
That didn't do anything useful.
I guess not.
That didn't do anything useful. You pick up the statue in the shopping bag, carefully avoiding any contact with your own flesh. The statue glows briefly as it slips into the bag, then subsides.
Let's save. Probably gonna ruin my game by making a mixed character. Okay.
The roll-top desk is spotted with dark and ominous stains.
Oh, that's safe. Sure.
The desk is, naturally, locked.
Can't pick it yet. Oh, duh. Let's try this.
A swirling cloud of undoubtedly poisonous gas surrounds the desk for a few seconds after your spell opens it. Then the cloud subsides. You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacky. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
Okay, so we took the diary, I think. Anything else in here?
You rifle through the map.
Nope.
It says the next mount. Now there's.
Alright.
There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out necrophilicon. What could that mean? Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book.
Yes. It's the same book as in the Evil Dead movies, I think. Let me see. Let's save. Let's take it.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You would almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere?
There you go. Maybe you should have judged this book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, I threw the book at you. Yes. Alright. Alright, I think that's all we can do here. So let's go back up this way. There we go.
Retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
Oh, it's almost sunset already. Oh, let's go. What's this way? This way. Ah, I went around in circles.
The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices. The archway leads to the northern section. This doorway leads to a private residence. The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find. You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my honor? I am Nikolai. Have you seen my honor? Honor. Have you seen my honor? I am looking for honor. Have you seen honor?
Alrighty. Okay, we'll end the video there. Thank you all for watching. If you happen to like the video, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, see you all next time. Thanks again for watching.